Hey, welcome. So today we're going to dive into a pretty radical idea about trading. What if I told you it's not really about the money, that it's actually about confronting who you are, deep down? Yeah, this isn't your typical financial guide. This is more like holding up a mirror.
So let's just start with this question. I want you to forget everything you think you know about Wall Street, all the charts, the profits, just for a second. What if the whole game, the entire point of it, was designed for a totally different purpose? Because here's the big idea we're exploring. The market is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth you will ever find. Seriously, it's not about mastering the charts, it's about mastering yourself.
Okay, so if trading is this big character-building exercise, what's the main thing holding us back? Well, it boils down to one single deeply human flaw, that paralyzing fear of being wrong.
And that leads us to a really important question. In a world where everybody's trying to be the smartest person in the room, what actually separates real market intelligence from, just plain foolishness?
This quote from the legendary forecaster Martin Armstrong just nails it. The market doesn't care about your ego at all. It only rewards your ability to adapt. See, real knowledge isn't about being right all the time, no way. It's about getting better at handling being wrong.
And what's wild is that this fear we have, it's not entirely our fault. Think about it. Our entire school system trains us that mistakes are bad. You get a red X, it lowers your grade, it means you failed. But trading, it completely flips that script on its head. In the market, mistakes aren't just gonna happen, they are the curriculum. That's how you learn.
So let's see how this actually plays out in the real world, right? Because trading is an emotional battlefield. And a lot of the time, your biggest enemy is looking right back at you in the mirror.
Let's kick things off with the most common, most powerful emotion that traders face: raw, paralyzing fear. And believe me, we have all been there. So picture this. You've done all your homework, you feel great about a trade, you click the button, and then, bam, instantly it moves against you. The red on your screen just gets bigger and bigger. That cold panic starts to creep in. Your heart's pounding. So you just slam the close button, you take the loss, and you tell yourself, this market is rigged. It's not my fault.
All right, let's break that moment down. The losing reaction, the one that feels so natural, is to point fingers at everything else. But the winning adaptation, that's the path to knowledge. That's turning inward. It's about taking a breath and saying, okay, my decision was wrong. Let's figure out where my logic went off the rails. That's the pivot. That's how you go from being stuck to actually learning something.
But here's the kicker. It's not just the negative emotions that'll get you. One of the biggest, most dangerous traps for any trader is actually a positive one: euphoria. Now think about the flip side. You're on a hot streak. 3, 4, maybe 5 winning trades in a row. You start to feel like a genius, right? Like you're invincible. So on the next trade, you get cocky. You double your position size. You ignore your own rules. And then, wham! The market turns, and that one reckless trade completely wipes out all those gains you worked so hard for.
And here we see that exact same split. The losing reaction is to let that success go straight to your head. But the winning adaptation, it's staying humble. It's acknowledging that, hey, luck probably played a part. It's analyzing your wins with the same tough, critical eye you use on your losses.
So, we've seen the traps. We know the enemies are fear and euphoria. The question is, how do we actually build a defense? Well, it all starts with forging a mental model for survival.
Here is a super powerful 3-step framework you can use. First, pinpoint. You have to name the emotion. Actually say it out loud. I am feeling euphoric right now, or I am feeling afraid. Step 2, analyze. Separate that feeling from the trading decision. Was it a good trade because of your strategy, or did you just get lucky? Did you panic and sell a good position just because of fear? And finally, step 3, adapt. Turn that insight into a hard rule, like after 3 wins in a row, I will step away for 30 minutes before my next trade. See, this is how you turn a messy emotion into a concrete system.
When you start doing this over and over, something really incredible starts to happen. You stop just trying to survive the market, and you actually start on the path to mastering yourself. Because really, it all comes down to this. Every single trade you make, whether it's a win or a loss, is a test. It's not testing your financial model. It's testing your discipline, your humility, and your willingness to learn. The market is a mirror, and it will always show you who you really are. So the real question isn't, how much money can you make? It's this. When you step into that arena, and you come face to face with fear, with greed, with euphoria,
What is that journey going to reveal about you?